Zeno is sure that the enemy scientist and his team won't escape, so he tells Jen about his plan to assassinate the enemy scientist. Zeno further reveals that since there's only one scientist, he plans to take him down to destroy the Youth Kingdom of Science. Just then, Stanley volunteers to carry out this mission, and Zeno assures Jen that Stanley will accomplish the mission. Thereafter, Jen decides that he needs to alert Taiju for oncoming danger. Later, Luna confides with Stanley, asking if he trusts this Jen guy. In response, Stanley explains to Luna that only a fool would trust an untrustworthy guy such as Jen. He further adds he is sure that Jen is a spy. Luna then quickly changes her stance, telling Stanley that she thought so as well. Just then, Max and Carlos try to keep up with their lady, Luna. However, they are too exhausted to carry on. Carlos even starts complaining, whereas Max just stays quiet, embracing all the heave lifting. There, Carlos notices Max's legs trembling. When Max tries to touch Carlos's leg, he trips and falls over Max, making all the water tanks fall. Seeing this, Luna is irritated by how annoying these guys are. Furthermore, she decides to carry all the weight by herself. But the two simps quickly get up and start fighting for who gets to help Luna carry all the stuff. Stanley then chimes in, telling Luna to let them carry the stuff since she's got to do work later on. In another scene, we see the Kingdom of Science working to complete the runway, and Ryusui sensing a shift in the atmosphere. After a while, Stanley reaches the designated location, climbs onto a tree branch, and begins scouting the place, after planting a device which apparently affects the speed of the bullet. He then takes out Zeno's sniper rifle and begins assembling it. After positioning himself, Stanley reveals to Luna that he plans to assassinate the enemy scientist. As expected, Luna is taken aback by the revelation, but she keeps her composure calm, realizing that she has to keep up with her cool personality. After she questions what she has to do, Stanley tells Luna that she will head to the ship, find the scientist, bring him to the deck of the ship, and signal back to Stanley so he can assassinate him. Stanley is sure that Luna's looks and her being similar age as the enemy will come in handy for Zeno's side. Not long after, Luna begins her act and slowly makes her way to the ship. While mounting the ramp, she intentionally falls, prompting Senku to give her his hand. She then reveals that she needs help as she is trying to escape from the tyrannical rule of Zeno. So far, it might seem like the plan is only going in Zeno's way. However, it is soon revealed that Senku is certain that this young pretty lady is also a spy, just like Jen. He then gets excited, since he is going to extract information regarding Zeno from Luna. But what excites Senku the most is the fact that there is going to be a spy versus spy battle. In another scene, we see Tsukasa and his team wandering the forest looking for Zeno's base, expressing the urgency of finding intel. Minami is seen trying to send peace treaty message over the radio, although they are unsure if it is received. Later, Luna is unsure of where to find Taiju. She quickly deduces that Taiju must be a guy that is just like her type, so she decides this mission is going to be a piece of cake. Luna even takes her time, analyzing all the men of her type, but none gives off Taiju vibes. Eventually, a lady walks in, calling out Taiju, asking him to carry some logs to the deck. Seeing this, Luna's expectations have exceeded as she did not think for a scientist to look like this. Now, she has to figure out how to get Taiju to the deck. To her surprise, he is already there, so she quickly decides to signal Stanley to take his shot. Just then, Senku walks in, asking Luna to spill all the information about Zeno. Soon, Francois and Ryusui arrives, with the former offering her bar to persuade Luna. At the bar, Ryusui tells Senku that he should take ice cream for Luna, since everyone likes it. Shortly after, Francois begins to prepare the ice cream from scratch, but since they don't have any vanilla extract, Senku decides to make it by himself. He quickly begins a process that the others didn't trust at the beginning, but once it starts giving off the sweet aroma, they quickly realize why Senku is who he is. Soon, they end up preparing the ice cream. Meanwhile, Luna sees that Taiju is once again on the deck, so she decides to signal Stanley, but Nikki approaches her, telling her to take some rest as she was hurt. Just then, Senku arrives and hands over the ice cream to Luna, along with everyone else. After taking a lick off of the ice cream, they all lose their minds by how good it tastes. Later, Luna uses one of Zeno's lines to define how much she enjoyed the ice cream. Hearing this, Senku quickly realizes and reveals to everyone that Zeno was once his mentor at NASA.